This is a micro lesson, so it's not going to take a lot of time. And I chose these lessons based on my own experience in the field of HR, of recruitment, of consulting, and also based on my own experience of experimenting with LinkedIn and trying to figure this platform out. Because the number one question I hear from people is LinkedIn doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I even just I saw a comment on my event announcement. Someone was saying the same thing. In fact, they seemed pretty disappointed with LinkedIn, saying it doesn't work. And only thing that works is greasing the palm or, yada, 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 yada. And it just made me smile because I think a lot of people think the same way. But if you are here, it means that you know that there is another way to think about LinkedIn. You're not one who's just going to say, okay, I give up. I've been on LinkedIn. I haven't gotten any job offer. I don't have recruiters chasing after me. So it means it doesn't work. Because if you were thinking that, you wouldn't be here with me, okay, on this micro lesson live. All right, am I right? Hello, Shariar. Welcome to the live. Hi, Syra. Welcome. Wow, lots of people are here. It's good to see so many people. Now, I want to know what you're doing. Do you have a LinkedIn profile? Give me a thumbs up if you have a LinkedIn profile and you keep it updated regularly. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Do you have a LinkedIn profile? So thumbs up if you have one. And if you update it regularly, how about another symbol? How about a heart, okay, if you update it regularly? I want to see what type of users we have over here. Now, let me tell you a little story. When I started my career back in the year 2000, HR was like an up-and-coming field. People really didn't see any value. What is HR? And maybe today it's the same thing. And they don't see much value in HR today as well. But that's what we're trying to do, right? My organization, we're trying to bring humans back into business. So maybe you agree with me. HR still needs to prove its worth. But back then, I started off doing a lot of recruitment, okay? A lot of recruitment, large-scale campaigns, one-off executive headhunting. And I did recruitment from 2000 to 2009. And so I can tell you a thing or two from both sides of the table because I've had to interact with candidates directly as part of the screening process. But I've also interacted behind the scenes with my clients, right? The organizations that are the hiring organizations. So I have like a dual perspective. I know what goes on the inside, and I know the struggles and pains and the hurdles that candidates face on the outside. And so I brought this insight into my own awareness of LinkedIn. So when I went onto LinkedIn, I wasn't right at the beginning. When I went onto LinkedIn, it was like around 2008. Okay, I don't know if you guys were on LinkedIn at that time. 2008, 2009. And basically, when I saw LinkedIn, I realized one thing. I realized that my days as a recruiter, as a headhunter, are now going to be limited because back then, when I was a headhunter recruiter, my worth was my database. Okay, so I worked hard to build a database of pre-screened candidates. I would interview them. I would even do psychometric assessment of them. And the good ones, I would keep them in my database. And clients would pay me in order to kind of access my database, right? Because it was faster, it was easier for them. But when I saw LinkedIn, I realized that's the end, Rahila. That's your recruiter days and headhunting days are now limited because, can you guess why? Because LinkedIn is exactly the database that clients are paying you for. So I realized this way back then, and that's why in 2008, 2009, I stopped recruiting. I stopped headhunting. And instead of doing headhunting and recruiting, I started focusing more on psychometric testing, developing assessment centers, helping my clients to screen candidates in order to find the right fit. And I'm so glad I got out of recruiting, because the days of recruiters and the way we used to do recruitment back in those days has completely changed. And that's what I want to talk to you about tonight. Okay? Before, recruiters were like, the demigods. People would be chasing after them. They would be sending them their resumes, asking them for an opportunity. Is there anything you have that I'm a good fit for? And so recruiter would be like, yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. And so they had a lot of power back then, especially if they had a database like I did. Okay, so I had a database. But my database became obsolete when LinkedIn came on the scene. And one of the good things about LinkedIn, as compared to a recruiter database, is recruiters' databases were outdated really, really fast. Okay? Why? Guess why? Because people move. They move within an organization, so their roles change. People get another degree, so their educational background changes. Their experience changes. They jump organizations. They change their phone numbers. They change their email IDs. And so within a month, with just 30 days, I noticed our database would be kind of 50% would be like changed. And so now we have LinkedIn, guys, and LinkedIn is changing the entire recruitment game. If you are still chasing after recruiters, sending them messages, do you have any opportunity? Let me know if you have an opportunity. If that's you, then you are playing the LinkedIn game wrong. Okay, you need to start to flip this pyramid around. Okay, recruiters used to be at the top. They used to be the demigods. All the candidates used to be at the bottom. Now I want you to flip this around. So now you have candidates at the top and recruiters are at the bottom. And what does that mean? And how recruitment is now done? It means that recruiters will more likely come after you than you going after them. If you understand the name of the game of LinkedIn. Now, let me give you some background here. How many of you kind of noticed this? Did you notice that the way recruitment is done, the way things are going in hiring and getting opportunities, things are really changing? Have you noticed this on the landscape? And also let me know, drop it in the comments, if any of you have been approached by a recruiter or a headhunter or a hiring manager through LinkedIn for a job opportunity. Drop me a yes or me, I have, in the comments so I can see that too. Okay? So yes, I'm seeing lots of thumbs up and heart. Okay. Hey, Mariam. Hey, Hiba. Welcome. Okay, good. Lovely to see you guys here. Everybody's here it's really like having a little party here. Wow, wonderful. So if you have been approached by recruiters, that's actually a good thing, because now the name of the game is different. Okay, the way we're doing recruitment is completely different. If you are still just sending your CV out and pushing your resume out and just applying to job opportunity after job opportunity, you're playing 50% of the game. You're missing out on the other 50%, which is, can anyone guess? What's the other 50%? It's not a push strategy alone that's going to get you your next role or get you your dream opportunity. You also need to engage a pull strategy. Okay? And what do I mean by a pull strategy? You need to be visible online to recruiters and hiring managers. And being visible online does not happen by just having a LinkedIn profile. So there is the first mistake people make. They assume that, okay, I've got a LinkedIn profile, so that must mean now I'm done. Okay, now I'm online. Now opportunities should just come flowing to me. Wrong. It doesn't work that way. You're just one of 650 million people on this social networking platform called LinkedIn. You're not visible, okay? Why do you think you're going to be seen? Second mistake that people make is they reach out to recruiters. They literally beg and ask recruiters. Now, when someone reaches out to me, I really feel for them. I really feel their pain, their struggle, and I feel for them because they are not understanding this switch in the way recruitment is now done. And tell me this, if someone is chasing after you, asking for an opportunity, what do you think the value of that person is going to be? Is it going to go up or is it going to go down if someone is chasing? It's going to go down. Instead, you need to flip this game. You need to create your online presence, okay, not just your profile, an online presence in which you start to be visible, okay? That involves lots of search engine optimization, right? And understanding LinkedIn's algorithm, and also not just visible, but to be attention grabbing. And to be attention grabbing, that involves a lot of psychology of influence and a lot of regular online presence. If you're just checking into LinkedIn once a month, tell me, are you a once a monther? Or are you checking into LinkedIn once a week? Are you one of those once a weekers? Or are you checking in LinkedIn once a day? Drop it in the comments. Or are you checking in on LinkedIn and having some type of engagement on LinkedIn multiple times a day? That's the way to go. Because once a month, once a week, once a day is not going to cut it. It would have cut it 6 to 8 years ago when LinkedIn wasn't so crowded. But today, with every professional running to get onto this LinkedIn platform, it doesn't work. The algorithm will not notice you, and the algorithm in LinkedIn is not gonna make you visible in front of the search results of recruiters and hiring managers. Perhaps they're looking for people just like you. They're looking for people, okay? But they're not gonna find you because your profile isn't visible. So there's certain things you have to do on LinkedIn in order to raise your visibility, okay? And that's what I have discovered through my own experimentation with my own profile over the years and helping my own coaching clients raise their own visibility, right, on LinkedIn. And I've noticed just a few tweaks, a few targeted strategic shifts on your profile and how you use LinkedIn immediately raise your visibility. And when I talk about visibility, I'm talking about, do you or do you not appear in search results for keywords related to your profession or your industry? If you're appearing in search results, but you're appearing on page 50, 89 of search results, that's no good. It's not going to get you anything. K-Force is a management consultancy, and they did a survey of LinkedIn and how LinkedIn is used by recruiters. And they surveyed recruiters around the globe, and they found that recruiters, the primary source of candidates now is not their own personal database. It is LinkedIn. So not only do you have to be on LinkedIn, you have to be visible. Now, the good thing about LinkedIn, guys, is what their study shows is 1 in 20 LinkedIn users is a recruiter. So my tip for you today, okay, guys, Today's mini lesson is get onto LinkedIn if you're not there, okay? Just get on it right now, okay? Get on it. First things first, maybe you copy pasted your resume. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But that's not going to get you visible. And if it does get you visible, it's probably not going to attract the attention of recruiters. There's so much more you have to do. But here's one thing you should do today. Start connecting with recruiters, because the research shows that the majority of these outsourced recruiters out there, so I'm not talking about big agencies and consultancies that can afford the up to $900 a month of LinkedIn's premium HR platform, okay? They can't afford it. So 95% of outsourced recruiters used LinkedIn's free feature. And if you're not connected to a recruiter, either as a first degree connection or as a second degree connection, then guess what, guys? Or even a third degree, you have fewer chances of showing up. If you're not one of these 3 degrees of connection to a recruiter, you're not going to show up in their search results. And if you do show up on page 89, guess what? The research shows recruiters on average shortlist 20 candidates for a position. So 20 candidates is up to page 3. So you got to get your profile to show up in the first 3 pages of LinkedIn if you want to be visible and even be considered for job opportunities that are your dream opportunities. Does that make sense, guys? Okay. So guys, this whole game is different now. Recruitment, job hunting is no longer about you sending your resume to a recruiter or begging and pleading a recruiter to ask you or ask them for an opportunity. It doesn't work that way, because when you put yourself in that position, you become needy and you look desperate. And recruiters don't like that. There's so many things that I have to tell you about recruiters. But first, before, we have time. Do you have time? I want to make this a micro lesson, but I want to give you some neuroscience, some psychology of recruiters, what makes them tick, and maybe that's going to help you as well. So if you have time, let me know if you want some more. I'm just looking at the comments. Okay, Umar is saying addicted with LinkedIn. Sana is saying once a month. Oh boy, not good, Sana. You need to be on every single day. Salim, once a day. Okay, hi Zahur, welcome. Okay, guys. So, you want some psychology of recruiters? Now, let me tell you this. Recruiters think they know human beings. Recruiters think that they, by somehow, but just because they're a recruiter, they are part-time psychologists, okay? And they think, because they have a brain, did you know that? Recruiters have a brain, that they can read a person just by a few indicators of their profile. Now, if you understand how recruiters think, then you can tweak those things on your profile to align yourself with what their expectations are. Now, one of the main things on your profile, recruiters think, because recruiters are human, and if they're human, they have a brain, and if they have a brain, then they are biased, okay? Every one of us is biased, including recruiters. Now, you don't have to get scared and nervous with biases. In fact, when you know what these biases are, you can switch these biases around and make them work for you and not against you. Okay, so you want to know what some of their biases are? So I'm going to share some tonight with you, and then join me on the subsequent nights for more. First of all, recruiters think they're people experts, and they believe that they can predict from looking at your profile picture whether you are competent and capable, and whether you're the type of person who could do the job or not. Nothing else. Your profile picture. And I can't tell you guys how many people get this LinkedIn profile picture wrong. And if you've gotten it wrong, then you are, even if you show up in search results, even if you're connected to recruiters, it's of no use to you because you're unable to break through their natural biases. Okay? I want to show you something. Maybe I can show you something. Okay? And I can just show you pictures of people in my network. Okay? Okay, just right off the bat. Right off the bat. Here we go. I'm just scrolling through. I'm not calling out on anybody. I'm not purposely like picking on anybody. But immediately, look at this. Did anyone jump out at you? Do any pictures really like make you want to stop and pause for a moment? Do any pictures make you want to just keep going? Okay, let me just go through these. This is just the first page of my own connections. And let me just go through. All right, and give me a thumbs up if you think this is a good picture or not. Let's start with the first one. What's wrong with this? Recruiters are looking for a headshot, okay? And a headshot means your shoulders and above, all right? They don't want your full body. They don't want you like relaxing on a chair. They don't want you standing beside a mountain or, on a boat or wearing sunglasses and far away in a group of people. If they don't see a professional headshot, even if you're qualified, you have the right experience, you have the right education, they will automatically assume you're incompetent. Okay, why? Because it is a natural bias. We as human beings are visual processors, okay? Immediately, like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. They're going to look at your picture and they're going to say, next one, okay? Next one is good, nice, close up front. This is a little far. This is okay. This is okay. This is a little far. Could be closer, all right? Too dark. We can't see the face. We want to see your face clearly and a big bright smile on your face. If you look like you are a psycho-depressed person, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter how competent you are, how experienced you are, no one is going to reach out to you. So you want to put your best face forward and you want to make sure your picture is a headshot from shoulders to your head, okay? We don't want the rest of your body. Beautiful picture here, okay? And we don't want any crazy things, okay? Don't do any crazy shots because if you look crazy in your profile pic, guess what they're going to assume? That you're crazy in real life. And you don't want that, okay? You might not be. You might be the most down-to-earth, normal person, but if your picture doesn't look like it, they don't know you. They are going to be judging you just based on your photograph, all right? Nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one. This is okay. Good, good, good. Okay, now you see what's going on? Now here's a bad thing. If you don't have a thumbnail, okay, for in your photograph, either you've not uploaded your picture or there's a problem with your picture. Maybe it's too large or maybe there's something wrong with the pixels so it doesn't convert well into a thumbnail. It comes like this. It'll give you like this gray circle. Recruiters will not click through. They will not bother to even read your profile further. Okay? Why should they? There are 650 million people in their online database ready and waiting for them. Why should they make an extra effort and give you a chance if you are not yourself presenting yourself professionally? Okay, they're not going to. All right, so that's a big mistake. Okay, see, again, too dark, a little weird, too far away. Okay, but I would smile more. Okay, put a smile on your face, guys. If you look like you're going to attack someone, then guess what? You're pushing people away. Okay, another big mistake. If you are a fresh graduate, what do you think a cap and gown photo says about you, especially to a recruiter who doesn't know you? It says unskilled, inexperienced. Is that the message you want to send out? Well, I don't think so. You don't want to if you're on LinkedIn for a purpose, right? You're not on LinkedIn. This is not Facebook. This is not just to socialize and share kitten videos and food porn. What, you're not there for that. You're on LinkedIn for a purpose, and it's either to grow in your career, okay, get job opportunities, or if you're in sales or consulting or you're an entrepreneur, to get more business opportunities, okay? You have one of two purposes. And that this type of picture is not going to get you either one of them. Okay, so you want to change that type of picture. Don't even be too up close. Remember, you want your shoulders and your head. This is too much in your face, so you want to be a little further away. This is a good one. This is too close. This is a good one. Again, you see what's wrong with this? All right? I mean, I could go on and on, okay? And we don't want any scenery. We don't want any logos. We don't want any pets, okay, as your profile picture. Your profile picture is supposed to be you and your best you. All right, guys? So, guys, let's just recap. Let me get back on. Let me come back on. Today, guys, recruitment is completely different. Recruitment is happening on LinkedIn. Now, I just read a book called The Third Door, okay? The Third Door, you got to pick it up. It's an excellent book. You'll love it, and when you read it, you'll thank me, okay? The Third Door. And what The Third Door basically says is, okay, there are three doors. Imagine a nightclub, okay? There are three doors. The first door is the front door, where everyone is lined up, waiting for a chance to get in, right? And there's someone screening them, yes, no, yes, no. And they're waiting in lines that go around the block. That door in recruitment and hiring today, in the job market today, is applying for jobs. That's the first door. The second door is for the VIP, okay? Those who, know somebody, those who are the privileged few, they get through the VIP door and they get in right away. And guess what? In the job market, in the recruitment world, there is that second door as well. But there's a third door. The third door is the smart door. It's not through the front. It's not through VIP, especially if you don't have that VIP access, but it's through the back alley. It's through the window. It's through through going over the roof, down the fire escape, and finding the catering door into the nightclub, okay? And that is what LinkedIn is. And you need to understand how to open this third door of LinkedIn. Now, you're in luck because this week only, I am opening up the doors to my Get Hired with LinkedIn program, in which it walks you through step by step exactly what you need to do to your profile to get it visible, okay? And how to connect with recruiters online and in order for them to actually accept your connection. And then how to continuously update your profile and make posts and updates so that you keep increasing your visibility. How to find the keywords that are going to be helping you to come up in those search results so that you're on those first 3 pages. Now, guys, I mean, I don't even have, I think I have 37,000 followers. I don't even have 37,000 connections. I barely have 22,000 connections. But I'm doing something that's getting me seen by people and it's enticing them and grabbing their attention and getting them to want to follow me. They're not connecting. I don't accept everyone's connection. I'm just like a recruiter. I'm biased. If I don't see the right profile pic, I don't accept it because it shows me this person is not there at that level yet. But if you want a chance, okay, to learn all of this without having to mortgage your house, I've put together a special program. Check it out. This opportunity is right over here. You can follow this link, read about it. There's a sneak peek into the program so you can see what you get for it. But the doors are closing on Friday because I only opened this up for a limited amount of time. Check it out. See if you want to upgrade your LinkedIn profile. Start using this platform in a way, the third doorway, to get you those opportunities chasing after you. You want recruiters coming after you, chasing you, not you chasing them. Okay? If you want that, then do check out this program called Get Hired with LinkedIn. And that's it for tonight, our mini course. Join me. Let me know if you found this interesting. Join me tomorrow, Tuesday. Join me Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Until the doors to the Get Hired with LinkedIn program are open, I'm going to be doing these mini courses or mini classes, okay, to help you guys to really understand what's going on with LinkedIn and figure out what is it you're doing wrong, okay? I can't tell you, so many of you are doing so many things wrong. So implement what I've taught you today, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.